Hello and welcome back to the MMA Clutch. And as you all guys know, REINER versus Brandon Allen just took place about 5-7 hours ago, and this was one of the most shocking experience I've ever had as an MMA fan. Brandon Allen just completely destroyed REINER in one of the most one-sided win I've ever seen. The first round was pretty amazing from RDR, but from second, third and fourth, it was complete domination from Brandon Allen. Brandon Allen just shocked the world because nobody expected it. I didn't expect it. No MMA fan or any other expected that RDR would be destroyed like that. It's quite shocking. Even the champ Khamzat Chimeav'S weighed in, saying that this bullshit guy gave up. So Khamzat Chimeav'S has a lot to say about RDR. RDR was the second coming of Dricus. People were saying he had better grappling skills. I believe he had superior grappling skill, but RDR failed completely. Like, Brandon Allen was completely dominating him for 3 full rounds, and he totally gassed out. For a grappler to gas out like that is pretty bad, and people are forgetting that Brandon Allen took this fight on a short notice. I know people like to hate on Brandon Allen for some reasons. I don't know why. This is a pretty solid dude. He always shows up, took the fight on short notice, came in and destroyed top 5 ranked, and a guy who was right now on a run. Brandon Allen destroyed RDR, the same RDR who destroyed Bo Nickel, same RDR who just a few months ago destroyed Robert Whittaker in a 5-round fight. He had a war with Robert Whittaker, and today with Brandon Allen, who was on short notice, completely dismantled RDR, and RDR had no response for it. His grappling skills, and all the time when they engage in grappling was because RDR shoot a takedown successfully, and Brandon happens to escape the situation and get on top and do some ground and pound, threaten submission and hold him down for the rear. This is how the grappling went in this match. It wasn't Brandon imposing the grappling, but rather RDR doing for shooting takedowns, getting on single legs and finishing the takedown and then reversing. The reversing happens, and in the reversals, Brandon was mounted up, choking, and those nasty elbow shots on his face. He was pretty damaged. I mean, the picture right here could tell you how damaged RDR was. You can see he's completely busted up, and Champ had a lot to say about it because a lot of people were hyping up RDR, me including. But now I'm hyping up Brandon Allen because he's on a run. He beat Martin Vettori, and he beat one of the most dangerous contenders right now, who I absolutely believe could also beat Israel Adesanya. So for Brandon Allen to do this on a short notice shows how dangerous he is. He's in the game. I know he lost to Chimeav'S, but Chimeav'S are dangerous. If Brandon Allen is that dangerous, how good is Nusruddin Chimeav'S? Chimeav'S might be the real threat to Khamzat. He could very likely dethrone Khamzat, but until then, this is a real contender, and he could most likely win his next fight and go for a title shot because he just beat a top 5 ranked fighter. But I think he needs to fight one more time, and there's just one guy I think he needs to fight. These fights need to happen. There's just no reason for this not to happen, and that fight is Dricus du Plessis. Now, those of you guys don't know, DDP and Brandon had a lot of beef. I don't know what the beef is all about, but it's pretty serious. They had a lot of comments, and as you know, DDP doesn't hold back. He said a lot about Brandon and the way he fights, and Brandon was quite angry at him, and now he has a victory over a pretty solid guy. So I guess this makes sense. DDP should fight Brandon next. He's on a redemption arc, whereas Brandon is on a win streak. This needs to happen. This is a perfect fight. This is a perfect layup fight for Brandon, because if Brandon wins, then he has officially beaten the guy who was the most formidable champ in middleweight. And then he has some resume to say that yes, I am willing to fight Khamzat Chimeav'S, I've done my work. So Brandon Allen versus Dricus du Plessis needs to happen. As for now, this fight is pretty tragic. People are hyping up RDR because it's very exciting, a new name from Netherlands. He's a great guy, but this is a setback. And Khamzat, I don't see has any potential threat from any in the entire middleweight division. There's no threat to Khamzat Chimeav'S. other than maybe Nasruddin. But until then, Khamzat is the most dangerous fighter, and Brandon is a pretty dangerous contender. So this is my take on it. What do you guys think? Let me guys know. And I know I've been pretty busy. I haven't been very consistent with my stuff. I'm going to be staying active and upload some more videos in future. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again. Adios.